Welcome to the wasted world of sports, where the game's just a backdrop for drunken retorts. Rugby league or union, it's all fair play, but it's the banter that steals the show. Hey, 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 hey. Ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the choice. Join us in our world, where the banter is prime. Wasted world of sports, we're having a good time. Scrums and tries, they're all well and good, but we're here for the jokes and tank pads. Let's from the kickoff to the final whistles blow. We'll take the two and we're ready to go. Ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the choice. Join us in our world, where the banter is prime. Wasted world of sports, we're having a good time. We break down the plays, but it's all in jest. With the laugh and the cheer, we bring out our best. No serious analysis, no expert critiques. Just a bunch of mates sharing plenty of drinks.
World of sports, eh?
Oh, he's copped a head right to the nuts. Tedesco's butt crack.
Ahoy!
He's nearly taken security's head off.
I have no idea what the wasted world of sports is.
Yes, wasted world of sports, ahoy. Welcome back. This Super Saturday continues. We are back to NRL. Titans taking on the Knights. Expect a better performance from the Titans here tonight. But that being said, I still have the Newcastle Knights winning this one. As we can tell, we're getting towards the end of a very long day because my voice is starting to go. I'll do my best, of course, as always, to struggle on through. Same game multi for this one. 4 legs. Greg Marju, Kalyn Ponga, Philip Sami, and Keanu Kinney. Keanu Kinney let me down horribly last week. Hopefully he gets the job done this time. Genitalia says Newcastle will lose the battle in the forward pack. A couple of key outs, of course, for the Newcastle Knights. Leo Thompson out injured, and Kai Pearce-Paul out by a suspension. So, yes, they are a couple short in the front row, but they are only playing the Titans. In fairness. Brodie Jones is a more than able replacement for Leo Thompson. And Thomas can't, replacing Kai Pearce-Paul. Well, who says that he can't? How good was that ending of the match? The Tigers and the Dolphins. The Tigers, what a fight back. That's my boys, the West Tigers. Underway in this one, Titans versus Newcastle. Newcastle take the kickoff, and charging from the back fence immediately, Saifidi. They're fired up for this one. What time is the race tomorrow, the Formula One? Good question. I'm really not sure. Tackle 3 here for the Knights on the 30-meter line. An amazing pace to this opening set. And Tino with a big shot. 5th and last. They're up quickly on the Knights again. Crossfield kick. And it's been lost forward by Tony Francis. And it's scooped up by Gagai. It's on for the Knights here, 10 metres out from the line. El Barto, ahoy there, mate. Thank you for that. 6 p.m. Claudio Dimitri. The Tigers won. You're so proud of them, and you should be. What a performance by the Tigers to fight back when all looked lost at one point there. Brodie Jones now on play 2. Here come the Knights looking for first points. Good opportunity for them nice and early to put pressure on the Titans. Numbers out the back. They go. Ponga drops the ball short from Schiller. And the opportunity is lost. As a matter of fact, it's called a knock on. Boy, that was a huge hit. Regan Campbell, Gillard. Big defense. Safe to say that this has been one of the best starts that the Tigers have been off to. For quite some time. Well deserving. Well deserving, the Tigers. So the Titans survived that first attacking raid. Under immense pressure. 3 minutes gone. It's just racing by. So remember my 4 legs, Marju, Ponga, Sammy, and Kinney. Oh, the Barton, ahoy. Let's see if the Titans have the stamina for a full 80 minutes tonight. 5th and last, and the Titans do get the kick away. Taken at the back for Schiller to return it. Three and a half gone. A fast-paced opening to this one. The Knights risking the offload inside their own half. Skyfinks asks who I'm tipping in this one. I've gone for the Knights in this one. And it is the Knights in possession. 40 metres out from their own line. Now up over halfway. A good strong carry. 5th and last. Down the right-hand side they go for Cogger to put it in the air. Contestable kick. And taken this time at the back by Francis. He dropped the last one, so why not go back there? Does well on this attempt. So the Knights have had the first real opportunity and the only one so far in the game. Early days, of course. Is our intro music available for downloads? No, but it probably should be, shouldn't it? It probably should be up somewhere. 5th and last here, the Titans inside their own 40. Getting the kick away downfield. Lolly's TV. Lolly's TTV. TTV. Can't see Marju scoring. Why is that, Lollies? You just think that he's not he's due for not scoring one. Is that your way of thinking? Because he scored one in every game so far. 6 again now for the Knights. Ponga heads across field. Links up with Gagai, who straightens. Gets on the outside of the defense. Cuts back in field. Ponga in at first receiver to Siafidi. The Knights, 10 meters out. Best goes to ground. Crossland in midfield fires it out now for Brodie Jones. Fifth and last, 5 meters short. The Knights winning the territory battle early. Brazil pops it back for Ponga, who spills it. Opportunity knocking again. But just a mistake on the last tackle. Titans scrambling defense, holding firm. All right, there we go. I think the screens are all sorted now as the Titans get a penalty, the first one of the game. Been a very fast-paced start to the game. It's been insane. All right, there we go. Everything's all refreshed and sorted. Odd Poppet says, is it okay? Do you mind if I clip the audio? You'll put it up on your YouTube link to this channel. You don't even need to clip the audio. I can just send it to you, the proper file. "40 meters out from the line. Now the Titans on the attack. Through the hands and space on the left. Kinney with a nice inside ball for Brian Kelly. 20 meters out now on play 4. Quick play the ball. The Titans playing this at pace. Kinney heads back into the middle of the field. Fifth and last now. 10 meters out. Titans, their first opportunity. Campbell. A little chip over the top into the in goal is easily claimed by Gagai for a 7-tackle set. Just overcooked there by Jaden Campbell. And they've gone quickly here, the Knights. Schiller almost through. Desperation holding onto his jersey. And if James Schiller got through that gap, it was shut the gate. Ponga now offloads for Cogger. They're 30 meters out now, the Knights. This pace cannot keep up for the full 80 minutes. Fletcher Sharp now. Catching them flat-footed. And that's tackle 1, 20 meters out from the line. The Knights. Adam Elliott standing in the tackle, 10 meters out. Frantic pace to start the game. And now almost through a gap goes Sayafidi, just shut down. Ponga in at dummy half. It's intercepted. Ponga's pass is plucked out of the air. And there is the coach of the Knights up in the box. Just calm it down, boys. You're rushing. They've had so many opportunities early, and they've just rushed every single one, which has left the Titans off the hook. No need to race that ball out of there so quickly. 10 minutes gone. No score. But the Knights have had a multitude of opportunities. They'll be disappointed they don't have points on the board. Fifth and last on halfway. Campbell puts it high. Taken by Marju. And here he has put in a step on Marju. Almost goes through. The Titans defense just holding on. You just feel it's ready to break at any moment. Back up to halfway. They go. Frizzell takes on AJ Brimson. Ponga on play 3, heading across field. Still going. Ponga. Now he straightens. On tackle 4. The Knights chewing up meters at will here. Fifth and last. 20 meters out in front of the post. Crossland to Cogger. Slightly skews it off the side of the boot. And it's been lost forward by Gagai. So another let off here for the Titans. Gagai dropping the ball. Boy, they may rue the fact that they haven't taken any of these chances yet, the Knights. Titans back in possession. Nice little offload. And they bring it out to their 30. The Knights' completion rate, 57. That is atrocious. Well, it's dropped even further now from that last mistake. 28 and a half minutes to go in this first half. Who'd have thought? It's just racing by. A kick on tackle 4 from dummy half, finding space in behind the Knights. Ponga will collect it on his own goal line. Looks up, sees a wall of Titans defense in front of him, and he's been taken high, has he? Penalty to the Knights. High contact there from Campbell Gillard. And a nice little piggyback upfield incoming here for the Knights. They can get themselves back in position again. So this crazy pace that's being played at the moment, both of these teams will be gassed at the back end of this match. The Knights find touch 30 meters out from their own line. Gagai taps, gives it to Saifidi. And Saifidi goes to ground on play 1. Brody Jones. Another strong carry. He's doing his job at the moment, replacing Leo Thompson. 40 meters out from the Titans line. Opa reckons Bradman best first try scorer. Sharp with a flat pass across the face of the defense. 2 tackles left. Ponga to Frizzell. Manages to swing away from 1. 5th and last. Time off. Back on the mark, mate. Frizzell always trying to sneak forward an extra couple of meters. We're wise to your game, sir. 5th and last. Cogger kicks down the short side. It's been tapped down by the Knights forward. Again, the Knights losing it forward in the air. And Schiller's hurt. James Schiller seems to have hurt himself here. The contest in the air lands heavily. And still no points in this game. Schiller limping in back play. 64% possession in favor of the Knights early. Blow play the ball for the Titans. Now some go forwards. 26 minutes remaining in the first half. Here's Tino. Just short of halfway here on play 4. And up over halfway they go. Fodawaker. Still going, Fodawaker. Stands in the 3-man tackle. That's the 5th and last. Short side for Campbell to put it high. Marju's under it. It's taken by the Titans. Flick pass back. Beware the second phase play. Keanu Kinney's got it. Still 5th and last. Back down the short side. A chip and chase for himself. A little shove in the back there on Fletcher Sharp. But Fletcher Sharp has done well. He's held on. Big defense now from the Titans. Trying to keep the Knights pinned down here. Now that they've actually got them down here. Trying their best to keep it that way. And Gagai bringing it out about 30 meters out from their own line here. Just a couple of tackles left. Beating 1 tackle. Now going straight up the middle. Adam Elliott. It almost opened up for him. 5th and last. Ponga just inside the Titans half. Puts the kick high for the corner. And it's taken to the back again by Francis. So he messed up the first kick, Francis, but he's been solid ever since. Risky pass here from Brian Kelly, keeping it alive. Both of these teams just crazy the way they're playing. Throwing the ball around everywhere. Another offload now for Kelly. And still alive for the Titans, but Bradman Best races up and shuts it down. He says, enough of this bollocks. Tackle 3. And now Tino up over halfway. Gets the arms free and offloads for Campbell. Campbell pops the pass up for Kinney. Keanu Kinney gets on the outside. Throws it over to Jojo Fafita. And Jojo Fafita dives over unmarked. The Titans get the first try. Jojo Fafita gets the first try. And the Harlem Globetrotter style of play that the Titans have adopted early here finally pays dividends. Tino straight up the middle, gets the arm free. Nice little offload and just keeping it alive. Everybody take a breath. Points are on the board. Four points to nil. Kick to come. Oh, Liam says tough game for the Dolphins. Very much so, wasn't it? A hell of a fight back from the West Tigers, though. And then they just ran away with it. Jaden Campbell with the conversion attempt puts it right down the middle. And the Titans lead this 6 points to nil. Jojo Fafita was the try scorer. "22 minutes left in the first half. So the Titans, they withstood all that early pressure. The Knights helped them out, of course, with drop balls and just rushing their play. So they survived defensively, and they get the first try on the board. Knights with the restart. And heading crossfield, bumping off one, bumping off a second. Fodawaker brings it 15 meters out from their own try line here, the Titans. Fleece Haas. Straight up the middle. Tino heading back towards the tackle area. That's the third. Titans 35 out. They go to the left. Brimson on to Kelly, who almost goes through. Plays it on halfway. Tackle 4. Fifth and last now. 40 meters out in midfield. Campbell puts it high. Marju moves forward. Leaps. Doesn't really make a play at the ball. Bradman Best comes away with it. And I've got to say, quite lucky to get away with that one. You're really not supposed to just jump in the air without attempting to claim the ball. Knights back in possession. 20 out from their own line. Sayafidi angles back towards the sideline. Ponga at first receiver. Richard Trader, you've got Dane, Greg, and Keon left for you. A kick on the fourth tackle. Tapped down by Keanu Kinney. Titans back with the ball. "30 out from their own line. Here's Tino. Philip Sami getting involved. Oh, who's this leaving the field? Oh, no, he's just running back into position. I thought somebody was coming off. You can guarantee that it would have been someone from my multi. 40 meters out from the line. Tino backs away and loses the ball in contact. That's a let off for the Knights. "19.5 minutes remaining in the first half." Oh, forward pass by a mile there from Tino. Scrum down here for the Newcastle Knights, 30 metres out from their own line. Bradman Best takes it up to the 40 metres line. Ponga in at dummy half. And Thomas Carnes with the hit up. Big contact in midfield. Croker bumps off one, bumps off another. He's up over halfway, Croker. That was a good, strong carry. Straight over the top of the Titans defenders, giving them front foot ball. Brimson races up quick to shut the play down. That's tackle 4 now. Ponga in midfield. Just shuffles the ball along. Can't. Surrenders in the tackle. 5th and last. 30 metres out here, the Knights. Staying on the short side for Ponga to put a chip in over the top. Keanu Kinney happy to let it bounce. The Knights tap it back in field, and Jaden Campbell is perfectly placed to claim the loose ball. They're inside their own 10, though, the Titans. Got to do some hard work. This set of 6. Rebel Nuts, says Russell Crowe's team. He's a good actor. Play 4 now for the Titans. And an early kick, a low, flat kick from inside the 40. An opportunity at a 40-20, but Ponga cuts it off. 10 metres out from their own line now, the Knights. Bringing the ball back. Great option from Jaden Campbell. Spotted some space and very nearly got the 40-20. Fletcher Sharp has to surrender in the tackle. He ran around behind one of his own players. Six points to 0, the Titans. Best. Nice strong carry. Play 4, but stuck down their own end here, the Knights. Frizzell. Can he change that? He bends the line. Gets the arms free and offloads. Numbers to the right, but well shut down by Brian Kelly, who's now ripped the ball away. 1-on-1 steal, and the Titans go on the attack. Tino, straight up the guts. The Knights have to hold on here. They've had all the running in the early stages of the game. Titans get the first try, and they come back on the attack again. Campbell, inside ball for Cleese Haas. Tackle 3, 20 metres out. Titans. Oh, this would be huge for them if they scored again here. Campbell inside to Fodawaker. Immediately heads across field. Mo Fodawaker, honestly, you big bugger, just forward. Run forward, for crying out loud. A couple of tackles up their sleeve. They've raced through this set. Campbell gets all tangled up with Beau Fermor. Has to surrender. 5th and last. Down the short side. Brimson takes the line on. Grubber kick in behind, and Ponga perfectly positioned to claim that ball. But the Knights start the set a metre out from their own try line. Tackle 2, and they've gone nowhere. Needing some serious go forward, and Marju is just the man for that. Tackle 3, 20 metres out. Fodawaker getting in the way there. Bradman Best has a little dance in midfield before he succumbs to the tackle. 30 out. 5th and last now, the Knights, they need a big kick. Zach, ahoy there, mate. You were late to do your bets today. From inside the 40, Cogger, straight down the middle of the field, taken at the back by Kinney. And Keanu Kinney now returns it. 30 metres out from their own line now, the Titans. And here comes early onto the park, David Fafita for his first spell. very early on in the piece. Campbell, Gillard off for a rest. And here he is, Fafita. Through the hands, Campbell to Brimson. Fifth and last. 30 out from the Knights line. Winning the territorial battle now, the Titans. High ball, contestable kick. They're flying through on Ponga. He takes it well, Ponga. Stands and faces down the kick chasers. Makes no mistake. Gagai takes it out to the 20. Stands in the tackle. We've got accusations of a cocked elbow coming from the chat room. Saifidi runs over the top of a penalty to the Knights. High contact. Well, surely it wasn't that tackle on Saifidi. Oh, yeah, it was. As he was falling, the second man in has actually caught Saifidi around the face. And a fair enough penalty. Boy, did the Knights need that. Holy hell, did they need that. Touch finder, 40 metres out from the Titans line. Bo Fermor, it was. He's gone on report. 13 minutes left of the first half. Crossland goes left. Back inside. For Kent. 30 metres out. And a big charge forward by Matt Croker. Crossland finally gets eyes on the ball. Back infield to Ponga. And Elliott pops back for Crossland. Back to Ponga again. They keep attacking left. Bradman Best gets on the outside. Stands in the tackle. Palms off. And shrugs off another. 10 metres out on play 4. Crossland to Ponga. Getting heavily involved again. Ponga. Grubbers in behind the line. Needs it to sit up. The Titans dive on it. And this will be a goal line dropout. They're going to have a look. They just want to make sure. Potential foul play as well. Maybe a little push in the back. But it will all get examined. Nicely placed kick there from Ponga. And Frizzell, I think, might have just given him a little shove in the back here as he's going for the ball. No, he's kept his hands free. Well done, Tyson Frizzell. And he might have knocked this on, actually. This could be Titans. This could be Titans' ball. Incidental contact there with Frizzell's hand. And the Titans will get the ball. Tyson Frizzell also off for a HIA. 7 tackle set here for the Titans. Well, the Knights, they've had their opportunities. And this is very reminiscent of round 1. Knights versus the Tigers. 8-0. The Tigers led at halftime that day. Now, Keanu Kinney wrapping around the back of Brimson. Runs over the top of one. Gets the offload back for Kelly. And that was a good run from Keanu Kinney. Bottlewaker, that's better. Straight. The big man takes it 30 metres out. Attacking that left edge again. Flat pass from Brimson. 5th and last now. 20 metres out from the try line. Titans Another opportunity. Campbell, crossfield kick. A little too much distance on it, and an easy take for Marju. 7 tackle set. Here it comes. Marju flying back out to the 20. Taps inside ball for Schiller. Or Fletcher Sharp it is, sorry. HIA is head injury assessment. So if a player cops any sort of head contact, an independent doctor is always present at the games, and an independent doctor makes a judgment whether or not a player should leave the field to get checked. The HIA, head injury assessment. Up over halfway. Now the Knights, off the back of this 7 tackle set. Another opportunity. Whoops. I've hit the wrong button. Fletcher Sharp now gets away from the tackle. Bottlewaker's there to grab him. He gets the offload back, and the Knights have gone close here. Half a metre short. 5th and last. Fired back into midfield. Cogger puts the grubber kick through, and it is well collected by Tony Francis. And he's also copped a high shot. Penalty to the Titans. Gagai is not happy about something. And the Knights, well, credit to the Titans defense as well, but the Knights just not executing. Titans find touch on their own 20. 9 minutes until the break. The game has definitely slowed down a notch or two. Game of Mel, ahoy. Once again, I've gone for a 4-legger, and it looks like it's going to be a very low-scoring game. Another penalty now to the Titans. Back-to-back penalties to piggyback them out of their own half. Frustration mounting now for the Knights. The try scorer was Jojo Fafita. Game of Mel. 40 metres out from the line now. A full set of 6. The Titans with 8 minutes to go until the break. This has definitely got round 1 vibes about it for Newcastle. Tino gets the inside ball and heads straight up the middle. 20 metres out on play 2. Down this near side, David Fafita. Another strong carry. That's their 2 big boppers, isn't it? Tino and David Fafita. 6 again for a ruck infringement. Well, the big man flapped his legs around and it worked. They've earned the set at 6 again. Jaden Campbell takes the line on and scores. Jaden Campbell puts the fend on Jermaine McEwen. And off back-to-back penalties and then a set restart. The piggyback all the way upfield. And Jaden Campbell has just made it look easy. Seven minutes to go till the break. Titans up 10-0. And this is definitely feeling a lot like round 1 for the Knights as the try is confirmed, which we already knew. But if you remember round number 1, Knights supporters, remember what happened in the second half as well that night. Jaden Campbell with the conversion attempt. Convert his own try. pushes it out to the right, and it's 10 points to 0. It remains. So he couldn't convert his own try. Rebel Nuts says, Titans are known for notoriously screwing up the second half. 6 minutes to go till halftime, so maybe some more points wouldn't go astray. Another try before the break, perhaps. The Knights with the restart. Titan picked up and driven back in the tackle. They start the set 10 meters out from their own try line. Francis loses the ball. Here come the Knights again now. 5.5 to go till the break. And a dropped ball on play 1. 0 tackle, Newcastle. 10 meters out in midfield. Hetherington just to the right of the post, or actually square in front. 6 more tackles for what it's worth this early in the count. Cant plays it. 5 out from the line. Ponga, inside ball. And straightening. Hetherington, I think it is. Out to the right they go. Crossland for Cogger. Ponga steps back in field. Heads back towards the post. Links up with Fletcher Sharp. Sharp from a flat-footed start. Gets away from one. Offloads back in field. Risky stuff there to Jaden Brayley, who goes to ground now on play 3. That was a whole lot of effort for nothing. Ponga with the short ball to Hetherington. Has another hit up. Jack Hetherington. Cogger takes it to the line. Dummies. And a penalty to the Knights. Tackled on suspicion. Take the 2. Take the 2. Ah! I've turned the TV off by mistake. Oh, God. I'm going to miss a try, aren't I? For sure. All right, we're back. Knights go on the attack. Here they come out to the left edge. The Titans' defense holds firm. Tackle 2. Here's Cogger again. Out the back to Ponga. Tries to skip on the outside. Has to offload for Gagai. They've lost a lot of meters here. Gagai tries to get it back for them. Throws a cutout pass to nobody, and Marju spills it. Marju's knocked it on. The Knights have screwed it up. Gagai, terrible pass. And Marju spilling it. Titans feed the scrum. 20 out from their own line. They're surviving here, the Titans. The Knights helping them with poor execution. 2.5 minutes until the break. Philip Sami on play 3. Quick play the ball. Down the short side goes David Fafita. Couple of tackles left. It's been a good defensive set, this one, for the Knights at the moment. Keanu Kinney caught in midfield. 5th and last. 2 minutes to go till halftime. And it's back to Brimson for the kick downfield. Ponga races over, spills it backwards. Gives it off to James Schiller, who's back there with him. This will be the Knights' last set before the break. And they've lost it. Well, the Titans are going to get another opportunity here right before halftime as Fletcher Sharp spills the ball. The Titans have just been presented a gift here that they surely must take advantage of. This is the Knights' first half in round one all over again. It's just the Titans have collected a few more points than the Tigers did on that occasion. Oh, penalty for offside. A penalty for offside as well because Marju's played at it. And they're going to take the 2 here, the Titans. Well, it is a gift. So originally the call was for knock on, but Fletcher Sharp has knocked it on into Greg Marju, who was on the ground in front of him. Hence why it's now been upgraded to a penalty. And this is an absolute gift right on the stroke of half-time to make up for the missed conversion. Considering he kicks it. And kick it, he does, right down the middle. It is 12 points to 0. Do we have time for the restart? The Knights are certainly hoping that they don't. I think there will be time for the kickoff. Happy to just wind the clock down. There'll be one play left in this first half, and then the Knights can regroup and wonder what's going wrong with their lives at the moment. Here in this first half. And there we go. We don't even get time for the kick after all that. Wow, halftime here, 12 points to 0. The Titans with the lead. The Knights had so much opportunity in that first half, but they ballsed it up time and time again. And when they didn't balls it up, the Titans' defense, their goal line defense, their scrambling was on point. So they were able to hold on either way. 0 ticks off the multi. Once again, oh boy, I'll tell you what, when the multis hit, they're great. But when they miss this badly, oh boy. Halftime here, 12 points to 0. I'm going to have a quick break and we'll be right back here on the Wasted World of Sports.
Welcome to the Wasted World of Sports, where the game's just a backdrop for drunken retorts. Rugby league or union, it's all fair play, but it's the banter that steals the show. Hey, 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 hey. Ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the choice. Join us in our world where the banter is prime. Wasted World of Sports, we're having a good time. Scrums and tries, they're all well and good, but we're here for the jokes and take pass last from the kickoff to the final whistle blow. We'll take the 2 and we're ready to go. Ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the choice. Join us in our world where the banter is prime. Wasted World of Sports, we're having a good time. We break down the plays, but it's all in jest. true. Oh, wasted world of sports, here's to one cheer. We'll see you on the pitch and drink some beer. Yeah.
Okay, halftime here. 12 points to nil. The Titans in the lead going into the break. Me, I've got to decide what I'm going to have for dinner. You know, important stuff. Mr. Twirble says, up the mighty Tigers. Yahoo! How good was that? The Tigers showing their grit. Something that's been lacking. There was a time not that long ago where the Tigers would have completely folded in that game. Even when Jerome Luai made that error when they were on the attack, trailing by 6, still, he didn't drop his head. He still looked confident. He just went, you know what? It's all good. We've got him. That's the confidence that this team's now playing with. Lav242 says, think the Knights will run over the Titans in the second half. Oh, man, the Knights, they need to take some of these opportunities, right? They've had so many opportunities in that first half to walk away with points. Just simple handling errors. Certainly not helping themselves. Natalie Green says, come on, Knights. Titans supporters in the chat are just like, wow. They can't believe that they're winning. The Knights, the Knights seem to do better in the second halves, don't they? We saw it in round 1 against the Tigers. They went into the break trailing 8 points to nil and ended up winning the match. So it's not over by any stretch of the imagination. Odd Poppet is back. You had to step out of the room. Titans up with 2 tries. Yes, indeed. And that gift penalty right on the stroke of half time. Oh, the Tigers absolutely would have won in round 1 if they had their full spine. I'm convinced of that fact. There is absolutely no way to convince me otherwise. They definitely would have won it. I mean, we've seen what the Tigers are producing now that they do have that full spine there. So, Judah Shivian, ahoy. Welcome back, mate. Half time here, of course. 12 points to nil. But it certainly has been the Knights creating all the opportunity. You had to pop out. Oh, you had to pop in. Sorry, you had to pop in. Catch the third game. Rebel Nuts says Brumbies are getting smoked. What's the score? You surely jest. Let's have a look. Super Rugby. Oh, 21-6 at halftime is wouldn't be what I call a pumping, but yes, that is a healthy lead for the Waratahs at the break. I've got to say, I was expecting some. When you said the Brumbies are getting smoked, I was expecting something much, much bigger. Yeah, 21-6 at halftime is certainly not insurmountable by any stretch. I was expecting to jump on there and see that the Waratahs were up by like 40 points or something. %55 possession in favor of the Knights. But that's where they've let themselves down. A 15 from 21 completion rate. Not good enough by any stretch of the imagination. So they've got to hold on to the ball. If they hold on to the ball, they're already dominating possession. I'd say that they would be slightly on top territorially as well. If they can complete their sets and hold on to the ball, it should come pretty easily for them in the second half, you would think. Oh, God. One of my thoughts on the Knights signing Dylan Brown on that massive contract. Craziness. Absolute craziness. I'm assuming that Jack Cogger has made it known that he's moving on or something. I wonder when Cogger's contract runs up. Yeah, absolute insanity, I thought. Locked in for 10 years, yes. Craziness. I don't understand the purpose of it. And they've already got so much salary cap invested in Ponga. They've now got double that invested in two players. Oh, jeez. I think it's a really, really bad call, personally. And they've got Jack Cogger. Jack Cogger is an actual halfback. Like, they're bringing Dylan over to play 7, from what I understand. And he's proven that he's not a 7. Anyway, that's just my 2 cents. Rebel Nuts says he's been playing like $1 million. Yes, there's obvious sarcasm there regarding Dylan Brown. But I'm interested to know what Knights fans think, because I know quite a few Parramatta supporters that are actually happy. They're like, yes, he's gone and he's not taking up our salary cap space anymore. So I'm curious to know what Knights supporters think about the signing. It's a really bizarre one for mine. I can't make heads or tails of it. Richard Trainer says back to basics. 1, 2, 3 hits forward only. 4 ran back line pay. 5th kick downfield. Here, speaking of Parramatta supporters, heel fries, ahoy mate. I was just saying how Parramatta supporters are happy that Dylan Brown's leaving. What about the booing? The Parramatta supporters booing Dylan Brown every time he got the ball. Hilarious. Jason Hayden, ahoy mate. Knights will win this, says Jason. All talk says he deserves it. I hope they boo him again tomorrow. And Mr. Twirble says if they're signing him for that amount, I'm not a footy player, but surely I'm worth at minimum 200K. Max says, do you reckon Bradman Best will get a try tonight? I left him out of my multi, and the way that my multis are going today, that probably means he will score a try. That's just the way it's going for me today. Anybody who is not in my multi, I reckon they're a chance of scoring a try in the second half. All Talk says we let go of Sanders and Talangi because we thought Brown was staying long term. He effed us. That's true. I've heard that they're actually, and it's obviously not going to happen, but I've heard that they did actually reach out to the Panthers after that deal was struck and just went, you know, you guys aren't using Blaze at the moment. They since have used Blaze, but you guys aren't really using him at the moment. If he's not fitting into your plans, what are the odds of him coming back? And it was a conversation that obviously didn't go anywhere, but especially if Nathan Cleary is going to be out for any length of time. Oh, second half about to get underway. All right. The Knights kick us off, so the Titans get first use of it. Rebel Nuts says Eels need Bevan French back. Oh, God. I've been watching some of the Super League. Bevan French, what a player. Can he come to the Sharks instead? How about this? We get Bevan French, and the Eels can have Nico. Does that sound like a fair trade? Sounds fair to me. Titans straight up over halfway. This has been a mammoth set to start the second half. Fifth and last, Campbell from 40 out puts it high. Ponga leaps in the air, takes it well, and the kick chase from Jojo Fafita, timed to perfection. Marju gets the offload away. Oh, geez. Knights, just back to basics. This is doing my head in. Just keep it simple for a little bit. The Harlem Globetrotter stuff obviously isn't working out as Gagai carries it outside the 30 on play 3. Brazil. Another strong carry. Just short of halfway. Here's Ponga in at first receiver. Goes on a little dart. Fends his way through. Ponga. He's then been caught high. No penalty. But fifth and last is called. Down the short side. Cogger. The kick is deflected off a Titan. Is that 6 more? No, it's not, says the referee. Well, the Titans secure the handover. And the Titans, they're getting the bounce of the ball at the moment. They've got to what is the saying? Make hay while the sun shines. And that's what the Titans are doing at the moment. That's for sure. 12-0 and back in possession. Flying up out of the defensive line there was Hetherington looking to put a hit on. Doesn't come anywhere near it. Titans attack the short side. Fleece Haas gets tipped up on halfway. Staying short side again. Brimson finds some space. Offloads for Kelly. Fifth and last. 30 meters out from the line. Back for Campbell. Just dinks it up in the air. Ponga plants himself under it. It's been contested well by Keanu Kinney. And the ball is loose on the ground. What's the call? What's the call, Mr. Referee? Ponga is out jumped by Keanu Kinney in the air. And it may very well have gone backwards here off Kinney. And then lost by the Knights, perhaps. This could go the Titans' way, this one. No, it looks like the Knights have got the ball. 10 meters out from their own try line. The Knights survive a little scare there. Marju bumps off Tino. That was big contact. A very forlorn looking coach's box. Hopefully they found some answers at the halftime break. Somebody asked Des Hasler if he knows where he is right now. Brazil offloads. And it opens up now for Fletcher Sharp, straight up the middle. Can't find the pass to Ponga, and the Titans dive on it on halfway. Well, pushing the passes early again. The Knights, they've just got to get through a set. This completion rate has been abysmal. You just go to ground there. The pass to Ponga was never on. And here come the Titans. Campbell with the inside ball for Fafita. 20 meters out from the line. Campbell changes direction. Back to Fafita again and on to Jojo. 10 meters out from the line. A couple of tackles left. Campbell. Now Tino. A 6 again. Oh, late in the tackle count. A 6 again. Brian Kelly fires the pass out. And a penalty to the Titans. Well, the Knights are just getting blown off the park here with the whistle. Ill-disciplined display and poor handling as well. And they're going to take the 2 here. The Titans are going to have a crack at the 2 points. Put it beyond 2 converted tries. Do I see Knights supporters in the background leaving? They're going to the bar. They need more drinks. The way this is going. And it's looking like the Knights' atrocious record here at the Gold Coast set to continue the way things are headed. So about 15 meters out, 15 to the right of the posts. They've taken the 2. Jaden Campbell moves in and he pushes it just through the near upright. Only just snuck it through. And the Titans lead 14 points to 0. Just piling on the scoreboard pressure. Ollie is the best. Ahoy, mate. You were live on TikTok before, were you? Very nice. Seven minutes gone in the second half. 14 points to 0. The Titans. Inside their own 20. Brian Kelly. You love seeing the backs get involved in the hard yakka. Bringing it out of territory. Oh, sorry to hear that, heel fries, mate. Not feeling too well, hey? You know, I nearly missed this stream. On account of not being 100%. Mr. Twumble, thank you very much for the heart me. Fifth and last, the Titans put the kick down. And backing up is Schiller. Heads back towards the middle of the park, and he's swamped by the Titans' chase. And the Knights, they really just needed to start this second half going back to basics, completing their sets. Bradman Best is wrapped up and driven backwards in the tackle. This is huge defense for the Titans. The Knights, they need a set restart or a penalty or something. just to give them a little bit of go forwards. Ponga bobbles the ball and then is crushed in the tackle. Fifth and last now. The Knights not looking good for them. Ponga from inside the 40. Good contact with it, but it's taken on the full at the back. And the Titans bring it out to the 30. Yeah, the Knights record here at the Gold Coast is truly shocking. I saw something about it. I'm pretty sure, just off the top of my head, and somebody can correct me in the chat room if you do know the answer, but I'm fairly certain it's like the last 7 in a row at the Gold Coast have been won by the Titans. 9 minutes gone in the second half. And the Titans have started a lot better. Kinney takes the line on. Gagai and Cogger shut him down. Fifth and last, 30 meters out. Brimson. The kick skews off the side of the boot. It's tapped back by the Titans, and it's still on here. Although the flick pass goes out to nobody from Jojo Fafita. And into touch, a simple let off there for the Knights. Iszac, 70. You need Sharp to score. Oh, I've given up on mine. I still need all 4 legs. So, 20 meters out from their own line, the Knights. 30 minutes left in the match. The comeback has to start now. Frizzell runs over the top of Sam Verrills, and Verrills is hurt. Penalty to the Knights. So, a much-needed one. A much-needed penalty. And Verrills, he'll be off for a HIA, I suspect. Oh, friendly fire. I think Verrills might have just copped. Yeah, he's copped the hand swinging around in the tackle from his own player. An accidental slap across the face. Well, that was nasty. Had his eye poked out. Trainer gives it the thumbs up. He's staying on the field. Knights fine touch on halfway. Rock my balls, says all the chances in the world just gone wasted. Very useless Knights. In midfield, Sharp with the inside ball. All it could take, as we know, all it could take is just one try, and it will swing the entire thing. Look what happened in the Dolphins-Tigers game. One moment could change everything here. Tackle 3, 25 out. Ponga down the short side, pops the pass up for Gagai, who spins away from 1. And that's tackle 4, inside the 10. Quick play the ball. Ponga to Cogger. Dummies the short pass and goes on his own. Fifth and last. Needed to give that ball. Rubber kick in behind the line, hits the post, and it falls for the Titans. Fleece Haas was on the ground completely out of play, and suddenly he found a footy in his lap. Well, the Knights, another opportunity has gone begging here, you would have to say. Certainly left some points out there. 28 minutes to go. Fifth and last. 30 meters out from their own line. The Titans get the kick away, and this will be a penalty. This will be penalty Titans. Jaden Campbell was taken after the kick. And ill discipline for the Knights once more. The Titans will get this penalty where the ball lands. And that was just silliness. Taking out the kicker after he's kicked it. Silliness. What a gift here for the Titans. Campbell taps it. And here's Tino. Straight up the middle. Big Tino. A full set of 6 now inside the Knights 10. Randall steps back in field in front of the post here on play 2. 5 meters out. Blow to get up and play it. Tino's used as a decoy. Campbell inside to Brimson. Brimson almost crashes his way through. 6 again. Oh, they must score here, the Titans. Tino standing in the tackle. The Knights just have to hope for an error. Barrels to Fermor. Fermor is held up and driven sideways. 4 tackles left. Under all sorts of pressure here, the Knights. Randall to Campbell in midfield. Now Keanu Kitty. Numbers to the right. Jojo Fafita pops the pass out and heading back in field. Fighting his way close to the line. Tackle 3, a metre short. That was Philip Sami. Diving over from dummy half is Big David Fafita. He can't wrestle the ball down. Held up over the line. Back to the 10-metre line for play 4. Kinney in at first receiver to Campbell. Out the back for Brimson. 5th and last. 10 metres out. Low play the ball. Campbell. Crossfield kick. Do the Knights attack it? They do. Marju spills it. And the Titans dive on it for 6 more tackles. Oh, this is incredible. It's one-way traffic. Fafita from dummy half. Heads across field. Beats 1. Fafita takes on Frizzell, and Frizzell brings him down. Marju's hurt. Marju's limping. They've got to go that side of the field. Put pressure on him. Oh, they haven't noticed it, I don't think. But Marju limping in the defensive line out wide. Surely you go that way. No, they come the opposite way now, the Titans. Campbell holds the pass up nicely for Fermor. Hits the gap. Ponga holds him up and drives him back into the field of play. But Fermor reaches out and scores. Bo Fermor has somehow got the go-go gadget arms out and planted that ball down. Titans lead 18-0. Kick to come. Well, this is getting ugly now for the Knights. Nothing is going their way. Marju attacks the ball, spills it. And it falls for Keanu Kinney. The Knights had this under control. Ponga was there. Fermor's held up. How has he got that ball to ground? Unbelievable. Oh, well, has he spilt it here? He's fumbled the ball. Hasn't made contact with one of the Knights players. There's no way that he's got that ball down. We need a lot of looks at this. So first we need to check the knock on. Try's been confirmed. They're not even going to look at it. There it is. There's the put down. Geez, I wouldn't have minded a closer look there at that knock on. 18 points to 0, though. Kick to come. Campbell puts it down the middle. And the Titans lead 20-0 with 23.5 minutes remaining. It's one-way traffic here. It would be a minor miracle. Well, not even a minor miracle. It'd be a full-blown miracle if the Knights get their way back into this one. Knights get us back underway. And a huge hit here on Campbell Gillard. Oh, they surely couldn't blow it from here, Rebel Nuts. Surely. Rebel Nuts just saying in the chat there that it's time to blow the lead now, Titans. They surely couldn't. Penalty now to the Titans. Another piggyback upfield. Oh, this is just... I've never seen anything quite like this. It is just pure one-way traffic. This is a massacre. The Knights are just getting the whistle blowing them off the park. On halfway, Campbell Gillard. Another full set of 6 now inside the Knights' territory. 22.5 to play. Another try, you would think, surely seals the deal for the Titans. Campbell heads across field. At the back to Kinney. Kinney's trapped with the ball. Bradman Best brings him down. On play 3. Philip Sami now. On the 4th. Back into midfield here, Campbell. Double pumps the ball. Now throws it over the top. They've got an overlap to the left. But Fermor was never interested in passing. Takes it to contact. 10 metres out. Tackle 5. Can the Knights hold on here? Campbell. Crossfield kick. Marju will stand and watch this one for sure. It's batted back. And Best collects the loose ball. Knights in possession. Crossland ready to come back onto the field. And the Knights get a penalty. Up inside the 10 metres. A very relieving penalty for the Knights. Finding touch just short of halfway. Best taps. And they're inside Titans territory for the first time in a long while. Diafidi straight up the middle. Can they complete a set here? Ponga. Inside ball for Best. Running crossfield. 20 metres out now. The Knights in midfield. Play 3. Out of dummy half and finding some space was Brayley. Couple of tackles left. Short pass for Diafidi. Done well to hold on to it. 5th and last. They're a metre short now, the Knights. Titans offside. 6 more tackles. And Ponga says, we'll just settle the play down now. Thanks. We've got the 6 again. Hands it off to Frizzell. And Frizzell goes straight up the middle. Well, they've got to come away with points here, the Knights. It's as simple as that. Sharp changes direction. Back towards the middle of the park. Elliott stands in the tackle. 5 metres out. Brayley for Cogger. Inside ball. And that is Thomas Cant. Penalty for an illegal strip. The Knights can keep the pressure on. And maybe, just maybe. I mean, there'll be some nervous Gold Coast Titans supporters either way, won't there? I'm gathering from the Titans supporters in the chat room that they're used to being in this situation. With 19.5 minutes to go, surely an unlosable position. The Knights, 10 metres out, full set of 6. What can they come up with? They've got to get something out of this. Time off for somebody's getting their head checked. Anything is possible with the Titans, they say. All right. The Knights, tap and go. Here's Diafidi. About 8 meters out. Just to the right of the post. They go left for Cogger. Out the back for Crossland. Sharp, sorry, it was. Inside ball for Marsha, who pops it back, and it's intercepted by the Titans. The Knights pushing the passes on play one. Sums up their night. It's been atrocious. Pushing passes unnecessarily. Rushing their plays. An easy pick off there for Chris Randall. And the Titans now. Some space opens up for Brimson. That's dangerous. 10 errors for the Knights. 4 for the Titans. That's the difference maker in this one. With 18.5 to play. Fifth and last. 40 meters out. Campbell puts it high. Ponga sets himself off after this one. Unnecessarily jumps into the air. Claims the ball, and Brimson's down in back play with cramps. The Knights, they now find themselves all the way back down in their own half of the field. Bradman Best makes a break. The Knights, that's their first line break tonight that I can remember. Offloads now. Second phase open play here for Sharp. They shut him down very quickly, and boy, do they need to. Tackle 3. Here come the Knights now. Back into Titans territory. Cogger ducks under one tackle. That's the 4th. 20 meters out. Ponga at first receiver. Oh, and they've dropped the ball. They've come up with the error, and the Titans are back in possession. Unbelievable. I've never seen anything quite like this. This performance. Another dropped ball for the Knights. It's been unforgivable. Up over halfway now, the Titans, with 17 minutes still to play, have surely got this game in control. Down the left edge, Brian Kelly puts the fend on. Dummies. And that's tackle 4 inside the 20. They get 6 again. Oh, they can put the game to bed here, the Titans. They can put this game to bed. Seal the deal. Chris Randall straightens the attack. 10 meters out. Tackle 1 right in front of the post. Brimson to Fermor. The pass is dropped by Francis. Was it touched by the Knights? We'll wait for the call. The Knights don't seem too excited about that play. Well, the Titans have managed to balls that up. And it is just a drop ball. Poor pass from Fermor. Dropped into touch by Tony Francis. Well, the Knights survive. There's the barest of heartbeats here for the Knights with 16 minutes left. Bradman Best carries it 30 meters out from their own line. A long way to go upfield. Crossland, dummies, read by Verrills and Randall. 23 from 33 completions for the Knights. Boy, does that tell a story. 23 from 33. Up over halfway they go now. The pass over the top creates some space for Gagai. Gagai had an unmarked player outside him, but he wasn't even looking. The ball is stripped free, but Gagai dives on it, and they'll get 6 more tackles. Gagai had James Schiller unmarked outside him, wasn't even looking. He only had eyes for taking the ball into contact. Schiller would have scored easy. Ponga pops it up for Bradman Best. Cuts back infield. Tackle 2, 20 meters out. Crossland. Short ball. And Adam Elliott almost gets his way through. Penalty to the Knights now, taken without the ball. But time is very rapidly escaping them. Time is very quickly running away here. They tap and go. Saifidi charges it towards the line. 14 minutes left. Tackle one. In front of the post they are. Left for Cogger. The pop pass for Thomas Cant. Still a meter out. Titans all offside. Cogger, dummies. Is wrapped up. 5 meters out on play 3. Just to the right of the uprights. Crossland with the short ball to Saifidi. It's called forward. As Saifidi bursts his way over, and the Knights just can't get anything right. They can't get anything to go their way. A frustrating day at the office for the Newcastle Knights. Unbelievable. Scrum down, 13 long minutes remaining here for the Knights. $20 points to 0. Incredible. That completion rate. Completion rate, 65%. I mean, that makes for some really, really poor reading for Knights supporters. 12.5 to go. Titans up over halfway. Victory in sight. Brimson inside to Kinney. 5th and last. 45 out from the line. Campbell kicks for the corner. Marju safely under it. Put under pressure. Marju spills it out the back. David Fafita scoops it up. And David Fafita scores what will surely be the match-winning try. If it wasn't already over, it sure as hell is now. David Fafita scores. And the Titans have won. The Titans have won. This poor record for the Newcastle Knights in the Gold Coast carries on. Something like 7 games in a row that they've lost in the Gold Coast. Well, make it 8, if that is in fact the number. Do you believe in hoodoos, chat room? Do you believe in hoodoos? The Newcastle Knights, obviously. Oh, are they onside here? The kick chasers. It's very tight. Try confirmed. It's very, very close. That try is most definitely game, set, and match for the Gold Coast Titans. Campbell with the conversion attempt puts it down the middle. 26 points to 0. Been an interesting game, this one. The Titans have announced themselves. And the Knights have unannounced themselves. Richard Trainer. Dan asking, you heard of JD McDonough from WWE? My mate sent me a video clip where the crowd is singing JD got the whole world in his head. He got the whole world in his head. Oh, that's not nice. Yeah, Jim Cornette calls him JD McFunko. Because you know the Funko Pops the Funko Pops that have the big bobbleheads. Oh, God, I completely understand that. Odd Poppet is saying that this game is giving him flashbacks from Wales in the Six Nations. I completely understand that. Inside the last 10 minutes of the game, 26-0 Titans with a penalty. Back to the drawing board for the Knights. Brock Gray takes the first tackle 40 meters out. And I suppose our attention can turn to, what am I going to have for dinner? What's Dan going to eat for dinner tonight? To wind down after 3 big games of footy. 30 meters out from the line. Inside ball for Fermor, who's been immense tonight. D-Man, ahoy there. How about those Tigers? What a comeback. Tackle 4. Randall sends it right for Keanu Kinney. Puts on the goose step. Almost goes through. 5th and last. 5 meters out. The Titans looking for more points. Down the short side for David Fafita. Fires it back in field. And it opens up. But the ball is spilled. Philip Sami, half a meter short. The Knights have closed that down. Just. But it really threatened to open up. Korean. Oh, I like that idea. Oh, the Barton. I know all the Korean places will be open as well. They stay open late. I know where to get some fantastic Korean as well. Judah Shivian says, I'm guessing scoring 0 points is a disgrace. You got it. Gina Ferricini, ahoy there. Yeah, scoring no points in a game is pretty much unforgivable. 8 minutes to go. Can they at least get something here? The Knights, some sort of consolation. El Bato asks, what part of Australia am I in? Brisbane. Bradman Best scoots down the sideline, gets the ball back in field for Schiller. He's got a little bit of open space. It's not Schiller, sorry. It is Thomas Cant. 5th and last. Through the hands they go. Ponga to Gagai, who bobbles the ball. And that stalls the momentum. And Gagai is swamped and brought down 10 meters out from the try line. The Titans' defense holds firm once more. But the Knights, again, not really asking any questions. 7.5 to go. So the race will start 5 p.m. my time tomorrow. Very nice. When's the footy on tomorrow? What have we got coming up tomorrow? Eels and Bulldogs at 3. Manly Raiders at 5:15. God, I really want to see the Manly Raiders game. I really want to watch the race. I'm torn. Very torn. 6.5 minutes to go. And now Schiller finds some open space. It definitely is Schiller this time. Straight up the middle. Puts the step on. Schiller's losing his pants. He's got support in field. Probably not who you want in support there, Big Brody Jones. They've got numbers to burn on the left. That's where Ponga sends it. Ponga onto Sharp. Sharp dummies. Can't break the defensive line. Jones. They're just going from edge to edge at the moment, the Knights, with no real structure, no real intent. Tackle 3. Ponga taps it on. Can't. Back for Ponga. Ponga dummies, pops the pass around for Bradman Best to score a try, and the Knights are finally on the board. The Knights have finally broken the donut. 26 points to 4. Unbelievable that James Schiller has got that amount of pace, even with his pants down around his ankles. And some good work in the end. They could have easily panicked like they've been doing all game. A consolation try for the Knights. Ponga with the conversion attempt, hooking it back around nicely. And through the post it goes, 26 points to 6. Matty Colkin says New South Wales Waratahs 21, ACT Brumbies 18. Going down to the wire, that one, or is it over? It's either going down to the wire or it is over already. Oh, there's still time. Oh, there's still time. All right, 11 minutes. 4.5 minutes left in this one. The Knights did indeed finally get themselves on the board. Four minutes to go. And a penalty now for Newcastle. They might even bag another couple of consolation tries here, honestly. Best taps it on halfway. 4 minutes to go. Crossland at first receiver. Ponga back inside. And a penalty to the Knights. A high tackle. Ponga will put this into the corner. But it's safe to say the Titans have completely closed up shop. Completely closed up shop. 6 from 6 for Genitalia. Well done. I wish I could say the same, but I went for the Roosters. 10 meters out from the line. Elliott to Jones. Jones bobbles the ball, but he's fighting his way over the line, and the ball is ripped away, and the Titans come back out into the field with it. The referee just wants to have a look. Two minutes 55 to go. Let's have a look. Whoop. Jones has bobbled the ball. Why didn't we just play on? Why didn't we just play on at that point? I'm with you there, Genitalia. You're very interesting. I follow back. Thank you very much for the roses and the heart me. John Area, you picked Greg too. Oh, Greg Marju, yes. Yeah. Very nice. 0 tackle here for the Knights. 2.5 minutes to go. Can they bag some more consolation points? The ref didn't want to run. Yeah, well, it's been a very fast-paced game for large parts of it, hasn't it? Ponga with the short ball here. Penalty to the Knights. Another high contact. And we're starting to see that penalty count even up. For what it's worth, this late in the game, of course, which is not a whole lot. Thomas Kent will play it. Ponga. You're pretty easily impressed then, are you, Genitalia? Well, I suppose you are an Eels supporter, so... The Knights' try was scored by... Christ. Good question. Oh, Bradman Best. And now the ball is popped out forward to James Schiller. And they won't get another consolation try. Winding down the clock for the final minute. 26 points to 6. Looks like it's going to be the final scoreline. Harp Fit wonders if Jenna Talia is related to Anna Tommy. Yes, Bart Simpson would be very pleased with your name, Genitalia, that's for sure. I feel like that surely happened on The Simpsons when Bart's called Moe's Tavern. And if it hasn't, it should have. 14 seconds to go. And the Titans continue the misery for the Newcastle Knights at the Gold Coast. Something like 7 games in a row, now 8, that the Knights have lost at the Gold Coast. Incredible record. Really poor record. As the referee blows full time, the Titans have done it. Gold Coast Titans fans, you can now celebrate a big victory here at home over the Newcastle Knights. And you're officially on the board. $26 points to 6. Oh, the Barton says we don't have to cry ourselves to sleep tonight. Well, not over that anyway. I'm sure if we all thought hard enough, we could come up with other reasons. Yeah, catch you later, Mookie. Well, that game. You almost just took the words right out of my mouth before I'd even said them there, Odd Poppet. Odd Poppet has said, I would say good game, but that was pretty much one-sided. That is quite possibly the most one-sided game. Well, I can't say that I've ever seen. That's been the most one-sided game that I've seen in a long time, though. Everything was coming up Millhouse for the Titans tonight. But you know what they say, you create your own luck. You make your own luck. The Titans took their opportunities, the Knights didn't. It's as simple as that. My concern for the Titans would be this, and I think this is fair to say. Feel free to disagree with me, chat room. Of course, I'm always open to debate. But I would say a team, well, any other team probably, just about any other team, the opportunities that the Knights had in that opening sort of 10, 15 minutes, any other team would have already been up by like 20 points. I mean, it's exactly what we saw the Bulldogs do, right? The Bulldogs raced out to a 20-point lead very, very early. The Knights had just as many opportunities to put that many points on early in the game. So that'll be something for the Titans to work on. They are very slow to start. They're very slow to get out of the gates, the Titans. The Knights should have had a good 18 or 20 points in the opening 15 or so minutes of that. That's just my 2 cents anyway. So that'll be something for the Titans to work on and have a look at moving forward. Well, Matty Colkin says the Waratahs are going to hang on. A slender lead there over the Brumbies. All right. Wasted World of Sports, thank you very much for joining me for these 3 games here this afternoon / this evening. It's been a good lot of fun. It's a shame the quality of that last match wasn't as good as the other 2. Otherwise, it would have been the perfect game. I mean, the perfect day. And getting a multi up would have been nice as well. So we'll see how we go tomorrow. I might be staying up to cover the IPL later tonight if there's any cricket fans in the chat. I haven't decided yet. So we'll see. I might be back on again in a few hours' time for the IPL. Otherwise, a couple of big games on tomorrow that I'm looking forward to. And, of course, the Formula One. Can't wait for that race tomorrow. Okay. Thank you so much. Time for me to go feed my fat ass. Catch you guys tomorrow. Cheers.